In an effort to comprehend what motivates people, the ancient Stoics spent a lot of time researching human nature and emotions. People's conduct in their relationships with one another, while they were mostly concerned with managing their personal feelings, they also carefully considered the nuances of social and romantic relationships. Its lessons on self-control, patience, and awareness can help us identify the warning signs of this episode delves deeper into the indicators that a woman is sexually attracted. These subtle habits, which are frequently subconscious, can disclose her genuine feelings for you. Sentiments and yearning for a more profound bond, therefore pay close attention to the conclusion, since we're going over 7 important indicators that you should be aware of. And naturally, if you find this, remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share your personal experiences with the video. Playing with her hair when a woman is sexually interested is mentioned in the comments section below Chapter 1. The way she plays with her hair, which seems innocent to you, is one of the most obvious but frequently subtle clues. Gesture can reveal a lot about her emotions, and hair is a crucial component of many women's attractiveness. And by highlighting it, whether by flipping, brushing back, or twisting, she's her unconscious method of expressing her wish for you to take notice of her. I wish to appear well for you. This is typically an instinctive activity motivated by nervousness or a natural desire to show off her greatest qualities, even if it's just toying with her hair, casually throwing it over her shoulders or idly twirling it over her fingers. These behaviors show that she cares about your opinion of her. This isn't about vanity. She is expressing her desire to win your attention when she modifies her appearance in your presence. From a Stoic standpoint, our communication style frequently goes beyond seeking attention and approval. The Stoics emphasize that people often disclose a lot of their inner selves through subtle. By teasing her hair, they highlighted how crucial it is to pay close attention in order to comprehend people, providing you with a glimpse into her feelings, even if she isn't quite aware of them. This conduct is consistent with Stoic principles, which remind us to be sensitive to the subtleties of human behavior. But in addition to playing with hair, there are other signs of infatuation. When you're around, she can touch her neck or adjust her clothes in addition to adjusting her hair. These gestures are nearly, when she does this, it's as if she's sending off instinctive, subliminal signs of attraction. Despite her natural desire to appear attractive to you, a woman who is attracted to you will frequently make these minor changes instinctively in an attempt to show herself in a way that she thinks will. When you observe these behaviors, pay close attention to them since they should be maintained. Awareness, the Stoics would advise against making snap judgments, opposing excessive analysis or giving specific instances too much weight, but they would also contend that it's obvious when you begin to notice recurring trends, such as frequent hair play or outfit modifications. By paying attention to these clues and without jumping to conclusions, you can determine whether she is interested in you. As a self-assured, kind man who is aware of the nuances of attraction if she's regularly doing, these items surrounding you indicate that she is conscious of you and wishes to leave an impression by brushing her fingers through her hair or tossing her hair to reveal her neck. Polished or softly stroking her cheek or neck, these actions show that she wants to connect more deeply. It's not simply about being conceited or self-conscious. The Stoics didn't expressly address hair flips or her body's means of expressing interest. Personal grooming as indicators of attraction. Their observations and lessons on human nature are extremely relevantly. The Stoics recognize that people frequently use delicate, indirect communication to express their feelings and desires. Methods to learn more about her by closely observing her behavior sentiments. This also fits with the Stoic principle of patience and self-control. Don't jump in or make assumptions before the evidence is in. Construct and speak for themselves. Another crucial element of hair play is its relationship to women frequently use their appearance to convey their femininity, and playing with hair is a major part of it. She is indicating to you that she recognizes her beauty by arranging her hair in a way that invites you to observe it as well. It's an unintentional method of showcasing her and bringing your attention to her. Feminine appeal, but it's important to keep things in perspective, even though these indicators can. The Stoics would advise us against being overly analytical or allowing our feelings to control our Seeing her body language and taking note of her movements is only one aspect of the jigsaw. It's crucial to remain composed and recognize these cues rather than acting rashly. Like many other things, as part of the bigger picture of how she engages with you. In the end, when a woman plays, empathy and patience will lead you to the best course of action. Her hair surrounding you is frequently a strong, yet subdued indication of sexual activity. Attractiveness, whether she's flipping it, brushing it back, or twisting it, these actions demonstrate her attempt to her subconscious actions speak louder than words, making an impression and grabbing your attention. In contrast to the Stoics, she wants to show you her best self. Have written about these habits in particular, and their focus on awareness and observation offers a helpful framework for comprehending human attraction's nuances so that the next time you catch her when she plays with her hair, you should interpret it as a possible indication that she is interested in you and calmly react appropriately. One of the most telling indicators is confidence, chapter 2. Two stealing glances. A woman's fast, transient glances in your direction are a sign that she is sexually attracted to you. Her eyes flitting away as soon as you catch sight of them are not merely shy behavior. They are a blatant indication of women who are interested in you might not always feel comfortable making prolonged eye contact or staring at you. Therefore, when they believe you are not paying, they turn to this silent language of attraction while staring at you. The Stoics hold that underlying emotions and desires frequently dictate a large portion of human conduct, expressed in ways that we are unaware of, and this is particularly true when it comes to attraction, a woman expressing her thoughts to you by stealing glances. Without using words, she is interested in you, drawn to your presence, and possibly unsure about each glance she steals is a subtle way to express her desire more directly. Method of attempting to examine you more closely without being overt. This behavior may occur. The important thing here is to pay attention, whether you're in a group setting across a room or even during a chat. The frequency with which she glances at you when she believes you won't notice, and she swiftly averts her gaze, which is a clear sign that she thinks you're beautiful. The Stoics taught the value of mindfulness and patience serves as a reminder that the truth is frequently exposed in seemingly insignificant trivial activities, and this is particularly apparent while reading Attraction. What makes stolen glances so potent is the tension as she peeks at you, wondering if you'll catch her, the suspense grows. It's a mix of curiosity and hesitancy that, while often captivating, she may not be. Although she is very aware of what she is doing, her body language conveys the narrative. She wants to look at you, but she's afraid that you might see her eyes as stoic these days. You have the chance to remain calm and conscious during moments of stolen glances rather than behaving right away. The Stoics would suggest being composed and confident in response to this subtle cue, acknowledging her interest yet refrain from reacting too quickly. A calm, deliberate attitude demonstrates self-control. And comprehend the subtleties of attraction in order to strengthen your foundation for potential. The lovely thing about this conduct is that it frequently fosters a bond without overwhelming her. Results in a stronger emotional bond because you may interact with her on your own level while she keeps looking at you. Try using nonverbal clues to get her attention and maintain it for a little moment longer than as anticipated. This small gesture might convey a strong message that you've taken notice of her attention and are comfortable enough to. As the Stoics taught, balance is essential. Therefore, you don't want to meet her halfway. Rather of going overboard or making her uncomfortable, keep it subtle. Letting the tension develop organically over time may cause those snatched looks to change as her confidence increases into more direct eye contact, which we'll go over in further detail in the chapter that follows. But for the time being, understand that these looks are a sign of attraction when a woman is sexually. Even if she doesn't say anything, her eyes will tell you that she is intrigued. It's an instinct, action that frequently shows her inner desires before she's ready to elaborate on them. Finally, to sum up, stolen looks are a strong and silent sign of this type of body language is frequently used by attractive ladies to show their interest without making oneself too vulnerable from a Stoic standpoint. Yet by watching these looks, you can understand how she feels while keeping your cool and remaining confident is crucial. Keep in mind that patience and awareness, If she continues to steal looks, it indicates that she is interested in you. And it's your responsibility to reply in a way that maintains the relationship without hurrying things up. Chapter 3, Grinning. And one of the most obvious indicators that a lady is interested in you sexually is if she laughs and smiles a lot. Even when the jokes aren't very hilarious, your presence makes everyone chuckle. Signal of relaxation and pleasure, and a lady will frequently smile more when she is attracted to you. She uses laughter and giggles as a means to express how comfortable she is around you and enjoys your presence in accordance with the sentiments of the Stoics. Since EXs are closely related, they consider sincere laughter and smiles to be external, expressions of a happy and contented inner state within the framework of attraction. A woman's feelings of joy, which she expresses through frequent laughter and sexual attraction. If you see her laughing more around you, even at jokes that would not warrant such a strong response, you're smiling. Laughter and smiles are powerful signs of interest and can also help break boundaries. They foster intimacy and increase her sense of connection to you. Women frequently chuckle and smile when they connect emotionally, and a woman who is attracted to you sexually will seek out chances to create that connection through happy times spent together. This is a subliminal method of establishing closeness and a calm atmosphere that allows you to connect more deeply. While laughing isn't only for comfort, it may also be a means for her to express her lively nature, which is often accompanied by a feeling of joy and excitement, and her laughter may be an invitation for you to join in on that lively space women who are interested in you. Sexually may frequently utilize humor and lightheartedness to determine your. She may taunt you or laugh at your jokes to get your attention and establish a rapport. More intimately, the Stoics who trusted in the strength of moderation, and yes, her laughter is a positive indicator, but balance would probably advise not to take these moments for granted. Of attraction, but keep your sense of reality and your observation sharp. Should make the most of this knowledge without becoming overly dependent on it. Smiles and laughter are vital. However, they are a part of a broader collection of clues that show her actual feelings. There's a vulnerable quality to her laughing when she finds your jokes funny. Lowering her defenses to show that she is at ease and secure in your company. Given that women are frequently drawn to guys who make them feel well, this is a powerful sign of attraction. She shows that she enjoys being around you by smiling and laughing, and it's possible that she's considering you in a more personal setting as well. You should also consider whether she reflects your when she kukui joins in on your laughter. It's a type of social synchronization in which her body. She is subconsciously showing signs of attraction by mimicking your words, coordinating her feelings and responses with your own, which strengthens your emotional connection over time. When women are attracted to you, their laughing and smiles are strong signs of sexual attraction. They frequently use joy, lightheartedness, and playfulness to show their interest. From a Stoic standpoint, this behavior is taunting and represents her inner feelings and might encourage a closer bond between you two. Pay attention to how frequently she grins and laughs around you, as this may indicate that she wants to take things. Chapter 4. On a more personal level, eye contact is among the most powerful and personal nonverbal cues that convey interest when a woman is sexually. She frequently makes extended or provocative eye contact with you when she is attracted to you, indicating her interest in a subtle, but there is no denying that the saying, "deaths are windows to the soul," is especially pertinent in this context because the Stoics held that eye contact might disclose a great deal about a person's sentiments and ideas. Significance of interpreting nonverbal clues as, in situations where a woman retains your attention, they frequently convey more information than words ever could. Spend more time looking at you than normal, or when she gives you a coy flous look, although she might not express her desire directly, her eyes will tell you everything you need to know. Must understand that keeping eye contact conveys both confidence and openness, which are essential to attraction. Sustained eye contact establishes a direct emotional connection. She seems to be letting you inside her world so you can see her interest without having to say anything. When used verbally, this type of silent communication can be quite effective in creating tension, and the Stoics would suggest closely observing this nonverbal manifestation of expectation between the two of you. Communication, since it frequently displays the reality of someone's emotions, which is one of the essential components of eye contact, is a direct manifestation of sexual desire, which involves vulnerability. When a lady looks directly into your eyes, she is lowering her defenses, even if only briefly, and allowing herself to be observed. This can be a really personal encounter, particularly if you both keep your eyes on each other throughout conversation, fosters a sense of intimacy that cannot be obtained by words alone. Yet not all of my interactions are equal if she maintains eye contact, smiles subtly, or cocks her head slightly. This provocative eye contact is most likely her way of expressing a deeper level of attraction, asks you to interact with her more personally since it's more than just being friendly as a means of expressing interest. But I also want to see how you responding with assured, steady eye contact can result in a strong. The Stoics would also advise us not to become overly obsessed with eye contact. Even while it's a significant attraction signal on its own, it should be viewed in the larger context of her overall. She may be making intense eye contact, but her other behaviors, such as turning her body away or avoiding communication, could indicate conflicting emotions. The important thing is to pay attention to all of combining her nonverbal clues to create a more comprehensive picture of her interest in addition to extended eye contact. Observe her eye movements, and if you see her staring at she's probably drawn to you on a deeper level if she sees your lips, face, or even your body. Women who are sexually aroused on an intimate level frequently allow their gaze to stray, discreetly conveying. In conclusion, eye contact is a way for them to focus their attention on their physical need. When a lady makes long or flirty eye contact, it's a strong sign of sexual interest. She frequently expresses her wish to engage with you more deeply from a Stoic standpoint. Comprehending these subtle clues are essential for creating deep bonds and understanding the importance of eye. To get a more complete image of her, maintain contact while balancing it with other indications of attraction. Using a thoughtful approach will assist you in gracefully navigating the intricacies of attraction. Physical touch is one of the most obvious indicators of confidence on Chapter 5. When a lady makes physical contact, even if it's just a little touch on your light-hearted prod or an unintentional hand-to-hand touch, she frequently uses one of the strongest signals to let you know that she is at ease with you and am amenable to more intimate contact. Types of nonverbal communication, and a woman may frequently use delicate physical contact when she is attracted to you. Humans are inherently drawn to connection, and touch is one of the most straightforward methods to do so, according to the Stoics. When a woman touches you, she's breaking down the physical barrier to show that connection. Expressing her comfort level with you and her potential interest in strengthening the contact is frequently a subconscious kind of communication, regardless of whether the touch is intentional or appears to be unintentional. Attraction. See how frequently and where she lightly touches you. On the arm while speaking, a gentle touch on your hand, or even a playful prod can all show that women who are romantically attracted to someone frequently search for justifications for touching people, even in tiny, ostensibly harmless ways. These interactions produce a feeling of familiarity and intimacy, which can result in a greater emotional and physical. The Stoics would contend that touch and connection have the ability to foster closeness without the use of words. When a woman initiates physical contact, it is a perfect example of how actions speak louder than words. She is attempting to bridge the gap by expressing to you that she feels a certain amount of comfort and attraction. From a Stoic standpoint, the gap between you forges a connection that transcends communication. While she's experimenting, it's crucial to pay attention to how you react to her touch. Your responses to her delicate touches will reveal to her how you feel if you withdraw or appear. Uncomfortable could be interpreted by her as a sign of disinterest. However, if you react favorably, perhaps giving her a gentle pat on the back can strengthen the bond and inspire more intimacy. It's important to remember that touch can differ in intensity, and implying that a quick, light touch may be used to explore the waters, while a lengthier, stronger sentiments of attraction may be indicated by more purposeful touch, as the Stoics would suggest. Don't jump to conclusions. Instead, take your time to comprehend the touch's context and underlying meaning. As an alternative, see how her physical touches change over time. When a woman initiates contact, it's a strong sign of sexual interest. She frequently expresses her comfort and interest in you with a gentle touch or playful prod. Stoics remind us that one of the most direct ways to communicate is through touch, and that deeds speak louder than words. Desire, by paying attention to these small cues, you can better comprehend her emotions and react in a manner that encourages intimacy and connection. Chapter 6. Anxiety, or while assertiveness and confidence are frequently unmistakable signs of interest, uneasiness or being shy around you might also be a clear indication that a lady is interested in you sexually. Paradoxical, but when a woman feels anxious or excited, they show an underlying excitement that she might be attempting to contain. She's usually shy with you since she knows you and her sentiments, but she doesn't know how to express them. The Stoics think that feelings, particularly intense ones, frequently appear in ways that people are unable to completely manage their shyness and anxiety, such as ideal instances of this, such as when a woman is avoiding eye contact or fidgeting. It's not always a symptom of dissent when she stumbles over her words in front of you. It might be that, on the other hand, she can be so attracted to you that she is unsure of how to manage her emotions, which causes this anxious energy to rise up. Appearing as timid or uneasy behavior, one of the most important things to watch for is how she responds to physical proximity. Does she appear a little agitated when you're close to her? Does she blush or become quiet when you talk to her? These mild anxiety symptoms are frequently evidence that she is interested in you but isn't ready to commit. It is clear that the Stoics held that behavior should be observed without drawing conclusions. And in this instance, the counsel is spot on. Being anxious can be challenging. Signal for reading, but when paired with further indications of attraction, it's a clear indication that she frequently exhibits minor physical motions, such as fidgeting with her hands or toying with. She might also shift her weight by changing her attire or avoiding prolonged eye contact. She may tap her fingers or move from foot to foot, which are indications that she's experiencing intense feelings that are hard to conceal around you. The way a shy woman interacts with others might also be a sign of her shyness. You may be reluctant to strike up a conversation or appear more reserved than normal, but that doesn't mean she's. The Stoics, on the other hand, would contend that her lack of interest, or she may be analyzing her feelings and attempting to determine how you feel in return if she is hesitant. Give her time, and you give her room to warm up, making her feel more at ease and possibly increasing her interest. Evidently, it's crucial to avoid mistaking shyness or nervousness with immorality. Many women find it hard to publicly show their desire, particularly if they're not sure how to may respond. The Stoic approach to attraction stresses awareness and tolerance. Remain composed and avoid pressuring the situation or anticipating quick reactions. Self-assured, by establishing a calm environment, you make her feel comfortable, which may inspire her to open up and demonstrate her interest more clearly. One revealing indication of anxiety is an automatic reflex that occurs when someone is experiencing a strong emotional reaction, such as thrill, shame, or interest. If you observe that she flushes when speaking to you, or when you get near, it's clear that she has feelings for you. It is challenging to mimic this kind of bodily response, and Stoics would contend that it is an inherent manifestation of her shyness, may also show itself as feelings that show her actual feelings, even if she's trying to hide them. She might laugh nervously at your jokes, even if they're not really funny. Laughing is another subconscious mechanism she uses to relieve the anxiety she feels, action that shows she's experiencing elevated emotions around you. This is her body's method of handling the thrill. She feels anxious but is unsure of how to articulate it. Although these behaviors may indicate sexual interest, shyness can be a strong predictor of appear-to-be symptoms of discomfort. They frequently indicate more intense emotions of enthusiasm, and the Stoics emphasize that emotions frequently show up in subtle, uncontrollable ways. One example of how to manage a nervous energy is to be composed, patient, and being conscious of her actions allows you to spot these indicators for what they are and react in a way that motivates her to feel more at ease, expressing her want to spend Chapter 7. Spending time together is one of the most obvious indicators that a woman is interested in you sexually, is when she continuously looks for opportunities to spend time with you, whether it's through subliminal clues, informal recommendations, or outright solicitations when a woman desires. The Stoics hold that her presence around you is a clear sign that she is drawn to you more deeply. Speak louder than words, and her desire to be with you is a strong testament to that. When a woman shows interest in you, she will frequently make an effort to open doors for you too. She might recommend enjoyable activities for you two to do together. She tries to get your assistance with something or just be available when she knows you'll be around. Strengthen your bond and determine your level of interest in reciprocation, the Stoics stressed. The value of observing behavioral trends, and when a woman consistently approaches you for company, it's an indication that she likes spending time with you and probably desires more. She may show up at events because she wants to spend time with him and isn't restricted to scheduled activities or formal dates. Either casually join group activities only to be close to you or where she knows you'll be. The Stoics would tell us that it's her method of remaining intimate without being overly direct. Consistent behaviors like this are difficult to maintain, even though attraction can occasionally be mild. Miss, it's obvious that you've got her when she makes time for you a priority. Another important sign of interest is how she responds when you propose spending time with her. If she's consistently excited about your plans, or if she rarely declines an invitation to hang out, it's a good indication that she's interested in you. Despite her hectic schedule, a lady who is attracted to you will look for ways to accommodate you. Her readiness to modify her plan demonstrates that she appreciates your presence and is seeking methods to strengthen their bond. As the Stoics taught that it's normal for people to want to connect, and when a woman is sexually drawn to you, and this urge frequently shows up as a longing for emotional and physical proximity, wishes to know more about you, exchange stories, and make memories with you. For this reason, she might recommend pursuits that provide opportunities for more in-depth discussions and quality time spent together. One crucial component of this behavior is her ability to connect in a meaningful way. Degree of engagement throughout your time together, if she appears sincere in her commitment, asking about your life during the chat and keeping in mind the information you provided is an indication that she is paying attention. Women who are sexually attracted to someone tend to pay closer attention to you and show greater interest in that person's life. Looking for methods to emotionally connect with the Stoics would inspire us to value this degree of care, since it shows that she is interested in getting to know you. Physical proximity is another element of music that goes beyond surface-level contact. Think about whether she always chooses to stand or sit near you, even in a group setting. Circumstances, she's probably attempting to establish a feeling of intimacy with. Ladies who are drawn to people frequently look for ways to get physically close to them, whether it's by walking or sitting next to them, beside them, or figuring out how to lightly touch them. These minor physicals, she uses intimacy as a means of expressing her attraction to you and her enjoyment of your company. When it's time to par, space finally pays heed to her reaction. Ways: if she looks reluctant to say goodbye or lingers after a talk, it's an indication that she doesn't want their time together to come to an end. She might make suggestions for future plans or give clues about. Despite not saying it out loud, her unwillingness to go is a sign that she wants to see you again. Evident sign that she cherishes your time together and wishes to keep fostering the connection. In conclusion, one of the most obvious and clear signs of a woman's willingness to spend time with you is indications of attraction when she persistently looks for chances to be close to you, whether through organized events or chance meetings. It's a clear sign that she's attracted to you on an emotional, and the Stoics serve as a visible reminder that a woman's desire to be in your life is often demonstrated by her deeds rather than her words. Her recognition and response reveal a great deal about her interest. You can establish a closer bond with these indicators that could develop into something more. As this episode comes to a close, it's evident that attraction manifests itself ways numerous modest yet effective methods, such as a fun hair flip, frequent looks, anxious fidgeting, or her persistent attempts to spend time with you. Women frequently express their attraction without speaking. Stoics taught us to be perceptive and considerate, And by focusing on these minor but important actions, you can learn more about her genuine emotions. Keep in mind that attraction isn't never about big gestures, but rather about the little things, the little moments of connection that, when acknowledged, can lead to. Take any of these signals as a positive sign that you're on the verge of something significant. That lady might find you attractive and trust your judgment. So before you go, be sure to like, please subscribe, leave a comment, and let us know if you have already encountered any of these symptoms or, as always, don't forget if you've discovered any further clues in your personal experiences. Thank you for viewing, and please feel free to forward this video to your friends who might benefit from these thoughts. We'll go even farther into comprehending attraction and connection from a Stoic perspective in the upcoming episode. See you then.